and you expect the visa officer to agree or to concur with you that your father's brother's uncle, one of your third party relative, gave you that huge amount of money without expecting anything in return. It just doesn't make sense. Even me and you, we both know that it just doesn't make sense and it doesn't sound reasonable. Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Adaku. Guys, if today is the first time you're coming across my video, welcome and thank you for clicking. If you're my returning subscriber, thank you so much. I love you guys. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. That way we can grow this little community of mine, and I hope you love it here as well. So welcome, and let's get straight into today's video. Like the caption of today's video says, I want to tell you guys everything you need to know about the gift deed letter. A lot of us, I know, wants to get money from here, there, just to, process our Canadian visa application. And some of the people, when it's time or towards the time when they want to process their Canadian visa, that's when they get family members to help them put money in their accounts, and they use it to apply, or use that as part of their proof of fund to apply. Guys, it's a good thing, but if you don't get it right, if you don't do it well, you will end up getting your application rejected for no just reason. I used a gift deed during my own application. This is how I was able to figure out how it works and what needs to be in my gifted letter that made it fly. So today I'm going to share with you guys, I'm going to give you guys all the premium content on everything that went on in my gift deed letter. And at the end of this video, so stay put, I'm going to read my own gift deed letter, so you can take a cue from there and also write yours. If it's a document you're looking at adding in your application, that way you will save yourself the mistake of getting your application flagged for being like fraudulent, or getting a flag as your proof of fund not being well explained to the visa officer. I hope this makes sense. So let's get started. What is a gift deed? A gift deed is a document that shows or explains to the visa officer the lump sum that is in your account or in your proof of fund. Let's say, for instance, you get someone to drop 10 million in your account. You need a gift deed letter to explain to the visa officer why that money came into your account at that time that you want to apply for your student visa, if it makes sense. So you need to explain to the visa officer, else the visa officer will look at that lump sum as fraudulent and thereby either give you a rejection or query your application. So there are a few things that needs to be in your gift deed letter. Number one is the sender's details. It has to be the sender's, whoever is sending you the money, be it your uncle, your auntie, your sisters. You need to include their details, their full name in the letter. Now, one of the things people don't know is it doesn't make sense that you have, say, your father's brother's uncle wants to give you money and the person gets to put it in your account, let's say 10 million naira, and you expect the visa officer to agree or to concur with you that your father's brother's uncle or your father's brother's, one of your third party relative, gave you that huge amount of money without expecting anything in return. It just doesn't make sense. Even me and you, like the way I'm talking to you guys now, we both know that it just doesn't make sense and it doesn't sound reasonable. So most gift deeds are advisable to come from immediate family. That way it makes it look legit. So when you get money dumped into your account by a third party, as long as there is no business transaction, then something is wrong. It comes off as being fraudulent, and that's why most people do it, and then their visa is rejected for obvious reason. The things you need is the sender's details, the sender's full name, the sender's address. Your relationship with the sender is very important. It needs to be there. the amount the person sent to you, the bank from which the person sent the money to. If it's a check transaction, a copy of the check is also needed to be added among the list of documents you will be submitting. So the check, the date the money was sent to you, the bank from which the money was sent to you. These are like the details that needs to be in the gift deed letter. The most important thing is the reason, the sole reason why this person is giving you this huge amount of money and what the person wants in return. This is as important as the letter itself. The purpose, the why, the reason is as important as the letter itself. So you need to state what the person is expecting in return for giving you this money. The second thing that needs to be on the letter, it's the receiver's full name, the receiver's bank name, where the money came into, the receiver's account details, and who the receiver is to the sender. These are the things that needs to be in your gift deed letter. Now let me explain it. In the letter, when someone say, I'm giving this person this 10 million naira, and I'm expecting the person that at the end of their stay in Canada, they pay me back, it will be flagged as, borrowed money. When the person say, I'm giving this person money and I'm expecting them to take my sibling, to take me to Canada, or anybody that is related to me to Canada, it is also flagged as being a loan. So, but when you give the person money, which is the purpose of giving the person, you need to state that I'm giving this person this money and I'm not expecting anything in return. Now, have at the back of your mind that the gift deed letter is prepared by the sender. In quote, it is expected that it's the sender that is giving, that is preparing the gift deed. So if the money is coming from a business account, the business name also needs to reflect on the gift deed letter. And also the letter has to be written in the company's letterheaded paper with the date and their stamp. Then a copy of the person's ID card can also be attached. The company's ID card, like let's assume my brother is the one giving me the money and he has a business name, or he has a business which is sending me the money from his business account. He will give me that with a copy of the check, as well as he or she will give me a copy of their ID card that has the business name on it. This makes it legit. But if it's an individual that is giving you the money, then all you need to do is just write the letter and get it notarized. So finally, the third thing that needs to be in the gift deed letter is that it needs to go through the legal way, which is it needs to be notarized in the court or by a lawyer. That way it makes it a legal document, a legal binding document, until it is notarized, until it has gone through this notarization. It is not yet a legal document, and I don't know if IRCC will accept it. But what worked for me was that I got mine notarized by a lawyer, and that way it made it a legal binding document. I hope this explains it. So I will list once again everything that needs to be on the gift deed letter. That way I cannot read out my own copy to you. One is that the sender's details will be there: the full name, their address, their relationship with you, the bank from which the money is coming out from, the either a check, if it's a check, the check reference number, the date on the check needs to also reflect. The date on the check must also be written in the gift deed letter. The bank from which the money is coming from, the account number from which the money is coming from. So the reason why you're giving the person the money and what you expect in return. Then secondly is the receiver's name, receiver's number, receiver's bank name as well, which is the bank name, Access Bank or GTB, the bank account number as well, then whether the receiver received it in good faith, thanks or not. The last thing is to get the gift deed notarized so as to make it a legal binding document. I hope this explains it. So let me go further to read out my the one I use to you guys, so you just have like a general overview of what I'm talking about. So reading out my own gift deed letter, I will be taking out my personal details, so that you don't get to hear all that. So let's go. Deed of gift made by dash 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 to dash dash dash, which is me. I dash dash dash, which was my sister that gave me the money, or whoever did this gift did for me. I, the person's name, of the person's address, River State, Port Harcourt, River State of Nigeria, being the sister of me, put my full name, of my full address, of my state where I was based, of Nigeria, do hereby on this date. You put the date on the check, which is the day of the transaction. Make a deed of gift of the sum of dash. You put the amount the person is giving to you, or the person that is writing the letter, which is the sender, the amount he or she is going to give. You put it in numbers and you put it in words. Only to my sister. Now you put your relationship with the person. You put the person's name, only to my sister dash my name, to use for her studies in Canada. Because this is Canada we are talking about, so you put Canada. The next paragraph is that I, the sender's name, make this deed of gift the sum of dash only to my dash out of my own discretion. I further confirm that this gift to my sister dash is out of love for her and to support her towards her studies in Canada, and for no other consideration, and that I do not expect her to repay this gift in any manner at all. Very important. That I made this gift of the sum of dash only to my sister dash my full name on the dash date, which is the date, through bank checks from my business account named. You put a business name if you're doing like through a business name, but if not, if it's an individual, you put your full, the sender's full name. Account name, you put the bank name where the money is coming from with account number. You put the account number, and account name, you put the account name. Now if it's a business name, because it's going to be on the letter headed paper, you also mention the account name. You need to mention it in the letter. And then you now say, to my sister's bank account named, they had to now put my own bank name, which was Access Bank at the time, with account number. They put the account number, and account name, they put my full name. That ends this third paragraph. Now the next paragraph is that I confirm that this gift is irrevocable. They know the revoker. The gift, as it dash you the money for the later, in the gift deed later, it needs to be irrevocable. Even though maybe the person might want to take their money when your visa comes out, but in the later, it needs to be irrevocable. That I confirm that this gift is irrevocable, and that I have no claim whatsoever to the said gifted amount, and my sister dash 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 is free to use the amount given to her as funds for her studies in the country. Dated at Port Harcourt. This, you now put the date. You now put the sender's full name. Then underneath it, the person will now say, I put my full name, hereby accept with thanks from my sister the above mentioned gift. Then you put your full name at the bottom. That's the receiver puts their full name at the bottom. So this is what a gift deed sound like. This is what mine sounded like, and it was acceptable. So I made a copy of the checks because they gave it to me through a check. So if you're getting it through a check, you make a copy of it. If you're getting it through, because the check number needs to be quoted, so if you're getting it through a bank transfer, you make copy of the bank the receipt, the transfer receipt, and also quote the transaction reference. That is important. The date it was sent is very important. And yeah, so these are all the things you need to put in your gift deed letter. In the midst of it, or when you have finished with the letter, please make sure you get it notarized. That's the only way it becomes a legal document. And without being notarized, guys, it means that it no work, it no fly. The check did not go through. So once you get it notarized, it makes it legit, it makes it legal, and I'm sure IRCC will accept it and will not flag it as being fraudulent. I hope this explains everything you need to know about the gift deed, because I get a lot of people ask me in my DM I should like explain it to them so they understand it. That's why I decided to make this video, and I hope this explains everything you need to know. Yeah, go ahead and do yours in this manner, and I'm sure you will get approval, you will get your visas approved, because we're all praying for you guys to succeed. We're all praying for everyone whose desire is to come to Canada to succeed. Yeah, have you tried using the gift deed before? Did it work for you? What do you have to say? Was this video helpful? Let me know in the comment section. I hope you learned one or two things. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the like button, because that seems to be the powerhouse, and it tells YouTube that you like this video, and he pushes it to every other person who wants to learn one or two things from videos like this. And above all, don't forget to share my link to your brothers, your sisters, your friends and relatives, everyone that is in the process of applying for their Canadian visa. That way they get to also learn from this video. Yeah, I hope this explains it, and I hope I'll see you guys in my next video, because this is where we'll close it out. I will draw the curtains for today's video. I'll see you guys when I see you guys in my next video. Peace.